All right, welcome back to Two Average Brothers. Got both brothers here again. You're on a hot streak, bro.
We are on a hot streak, and this. I chose this background because
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, and GIF22 he called me with some disturbing news. Now Paramount is making a Halo series, right?
Yep.
The first trailer launched. You really didn't say much. You were like, "I hope they don't f it up." That's basically what you said. Like it's not
Yeah.
there wasn't enough to go off of.
Really, all they showed, the very first trailer they showed, was basically just, part of Chief's breastplate and his helmet. Then the second one was like a little bit more. They showed some of the characters and the actors. Then this new one that they just dropped, like yesterday by today's day of recording, they kind of they fleshed out the universe more, what the story's going to be like. Also, just for some context, this show's been in developmental hell. It's been in production since 2013.
Now I don't know if this is a rumor or not, but I thought District 9 was supposed to be a Halo movie.
No, District 9. So how that happened was with Halo 3 ODST, they ended up using concepts for that into Halo 3 ODST and then District 9. Because there was supposed to be a story where you're like this infected Marine. Then, yeah, eventually it dissolved into District 9.
All I heard was that it was supposed to be based on Halo, then something happened. Which,
yeah, like when they were making that one movie a while ago.
A Halo show that's, a story-driven game.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to make a Halo show? Okay, start from Combat Evolved. That would be my first thing. And have Steve, what's his name? His last name?
Steve Downs.
Have Steve Downs voice Master Chief, because it doesn't matter because he's in a helmet and that voice is iconic.
Well,
his voice carries a lot of weight.
Really quick, I do agree with you, but I was reading up on a little bit of that today. They might show Chief outside of the armor, like full face and everything.
Well, then I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, it's like
I don't want to watch it because like like Pedro Pascal was all like, "Oh, I need to show my face more." Like that's not what the Mandalorians are about. And like you want to wield the dark saber, but that's going off another topic. We're here.
I'm, after watching the trailer, more pessimistic about it than I've been.
Yes, he is very pessimistic. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead. We're going to be playing the trailer here.
Okay, so here is the trailer for the Halo Paramount series. We're going to watch through it, maybe pause it, just talk about some of the stuff we notice.
I've always wanted a Halo show, but this is...
Yeah. So far that looks like just a reclaimer symbol. The show looks good in terms of how it's presented, the production and camera quality.
Shiny things.
Yeah.
All right. Arbiter looks good.
That's not the Arbiter.
I'm sorry. The Elites look good. The Elites look good.
Yeah.
They did a very good job on the Elites. Go back to the Elites.
Yeah, that does look good.
Solid. That looks really good.
Some people were knocking on it, but I'm enjoying the Elite design.
They could do a lot worse, which I'm sure we'll get into.
Yeah, like Halo 5. Okay, one thing. Why do you have AK-47s in the year 2552? Why do you have an AK-47?
What now? What would they should have the Chief's assault rifle, or they should have an assault rifle?
They should have a futuristic machine gun. It doesn't necessarily have to be a UNSC weapon. But why do you have an AK-47?
Yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Oh, and one other thing before I resume play. So this is, like we said, Silver Timeline. This is the same era as Combat Evolved. I think Chief should be wearing the Mark V armor, not the Mark 6.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, that's just clarity.
You. Humanity's best weapon.
So real quick, the chain gun sound effect, they actually pulled it from Halo 4. I do like how they're pulling sound effects for the guns from the video games. Kind of sets the universe nicely.
Yeah, it looks like the turret. It looks like detached turret.
Yeah,
like fine.
It looks good. Chief's armor's looking good.
Master Chief, huh?
Like, look, Chief's armor looks really good.
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained.
See that? I do like this shot. They're showing the scars from the physical augmentation. Like, I feel like that's a plausible storyline to go down. The PTSD from being mutilated and abducted from childhood. It's an interesting concept.
For one purpose.
It is.
To win this war.
And then that's Halsey, by the way.
He and the other Spartans.
Apparently they wanted Cortana to be British originally in Combat Evolved, and I think that was some inspiration to have Halsey be British in the show.
No, that was hilarious.
Are
Yeah, when
only
we watched that.
effective weapons against the Covenant.
Looks good there.
Here's
Warthog
info.
looks good.
Okay, then you have like, you know, cart vehicles from like the early 2000s
Upgradable.
in the back.
Go back. Yeah, go back to the early 2000s. I didn't see
Here's
that.
info.
Your eyes are catching.
See, like this over here, this truck.
I got my Toyota Tacoma out here. Yeah, like what's that truck doing there? It's
Yeah.
not time period. We're in the future, right?
Yeah, like I get having like rundown looking stuff because this is, I guess, where they're like, you know, the human resistances, but it looks like stuff from like present day.
Upgradable. And most importantly,
Okay, I really enjoy that fight sequence. Like the choreography and Chief's movements, like all that looks fantastic.
I think the proportion as well.
Oh, like the size between Chief and the
Yeah,
elites.
Yeah. I think that proportion does very well towards the game.
Yeah, because Chief's about 7 foot, and then the Zhang Healy are probably like 9 foot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that they are sized up very nicely, and the energy swords look really cool too.
Yeah, energy swords nailed.
Oh, I love Chief's movement there though.
controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be
Covenant shit
excavating
looks
some
good.
kind of object.
You know, and then what I don't like what he says here next, he's gonna say, "Hey, it changed me somehow," right? Like he says,
Yeah, Pablo
no,
Schreiber
yeah.
is the voice of Chief. I don't think his
Right,
voice
but-
sounds bad, but when you go from Steve Downes to someone else, it's like, what if James Earl Jones wasn't voicing Darth Vader? You know what I mean?
yeah, it sets the tone.
Yeah. Okay. This next part too, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I
When
hate
I touch
this.
the object,
See, you're over here giving me crap.
When I touched the object, the spider bit me. I became Spider-Man. That's not what the Chief's about, like, you know.
And what's dumb too
Like-
is humans, they have the mantle of responsibility, so they can activate Forerunner technology. That's why the Covenant capture humans to try to get them to activate the ring. So I don't get why he's having this effect from it.
Good point. Like keys, they all touched it and stuff like that, and no problems.
It's
but
literally
it's
just a piece of technology that they're touching.
oh my gosh! And if it gives them visions into the future, I can't do that.
Oh
I
my
just-
god, we get it. Like we said, like I understand that it's a different timeline, but stuff like this, I think, might stray a little too far from the norm. But they're also
Well, they're
trying
also
to
doing that-
they're trying to build more drama on top of it.
With this route, the Master Chief is a machine. Like he's very robotic. He's a machine. Like they're making him too much. He's too personable here. It's not who he is. He like he doesn't like express himself like he's doing here. Like oh maybe like he never
Yeah, Chief
does
wouldn't.
that.
Chief wouldn't do that. All right, let's let it
No.
roll a little bit.
Yeah, let it roll.
what they did.
See, after that, Chief could swing through the city. He just
Go
got.
ahead. You said
Okay, sorry. Maybe he has the grapple hook.
to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan do that?
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Master
he
Chief.
looks good there.
Okay, that's Cortana.
Why does she look so human?
Yeah, and one other thing we were saying, Pablo Schreiber's voicing Chief, but they got Jen Taylor, who voiced Cortana in the games, to voice Cortana in the show.
Well,
That's
then
also
why,
where I had a problem with not having Steve Downes.
why would they do that? Like, why only half try? Fully try. I'm not
And
really
like,
excited.
I don't
for
understand
this.
her character model here.
What do you mean? Like the haircut, it looks the same. The
I mean,
space
she-
structure looks the same.
Well, she really doesn't look like she does at all from the games, and she looks very human.
No, that's the problem. Is she
yeah,
looks human.
she looks very human.
I don't know why. She should be purple or blue.
Yeah.
Master
What's
Chief
this
recovered
song?
something.
I don't know.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Yeah.
What?
So, this.
Wait. Pause.
No, get ready for this part. This girl has like force powers or something here.
Okay, whatever. Fine. The
Just
song,
let
the
it
song's
play
bad.
real quick. All right, watch
Surrender
this.
to the Covenant.
Like what?
Cortana.
No.
How does she have telekinesis?
There's no telekinesis in this game. We're not doing that.
But
Right?
look at that again.
Surrender to the Covenant.
Cortana,
No.
I'm gonna need you now. Find the Halo. Win the war.
That's such a bad line.
That's
That's such a
Like-
bad line.
explain why. Like I know.
Find the Halo, win the war? First off, what does that mean? Second of all, they just found out what Halo is, and it's a weapon of mass destruction. Like, what context do they mean that in? Find the Halo, win the war, they're gonna fire the ring and kill them? That's not how it works.
Yeah, like that. You can,
The ring wipes out sentient life. Like, I get they might not know that yet, but I don't understand the presentation. When I first saw that line the first time I watched the trailer, I was just like, man, that was disappointing.
my main concern, my main takeaway from all of this is the Chief is way too personable. He's not a cool robotic machine. But even in the games, by his movements and stuff like that, you'll see some humanity out of him. But like it's always like he's down to business, though. It's just
Yeah.
he's
So my
if
main...
he's talking this much through just the trailer. Imagine how much he talks throughout the whole freaking like what.
I mean, I get he's gonna
be at a
have to.
board. Is he gonna be at a board meeting one day?
I get he's gonna have to talk more on the show because it's a TV show, but yeah, they might.
I don't think that makes a difference. I put in so many hours of a Halo game and I've only had Chief say a few lines. You got so excited when he said, "I need a weapon."
I need a weapon.
I wanted to be said right here. Halo Infinite is only so good because it calls back to regular one.
A lot of people were saying Halo Infinite was fun though.
That's the only reason.
But back
That's what floats it.
But back on topic. So overall, my initial thoughts on the trailer was it looks good, it sounds good, but the story looks weak.
Like, just imagine like a trailer where where he's dropped on the first ring and then like he's just like lost looking around, like like you would get so much more excited. Like all this, it just feels so generic and everything that's already been done. They just recycle it like all the over dramatic looks that like all the other characters gave him and everything. And
I get you want to separate it from the games, but they're going very cable TV in terms of writing.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to be understanding that you're going to a market that's just people like this. You're trying to reach out to people who haven't played the video games because, we're older. Halo's over 20 years old. I get some of it's branching out to a new demographic, but also you don't want to slap your loyal fan base in the face.
I mean, it's a
fine line.
They already
to
did that
walk.
They already did it with Halo 5. They already slapped you. in the face
Okay,
with it.
yeah, they're doing it again.
So I think it's set up more generic and dramatic to get like this.
Yeah, like they're trying to make
moms and
it-
stuff involved.
This is a quote I found from HaloWaypoint.com, and this also revolves around the Silver Timeline. And the article says, the Silver Timeline is a unique vision of the Halo universe that contains and embraces many key elements of the core canon that has spanned the last 2 decades, but with relevant contextual and narrative details that diverge and are appropriate and necessary to the storytelling opportunities presented by the TV medium and our collaboration with creative partners.
So they're just gonna make it like any other TV show. It's like we're gonna make Family Matters, but just put a Halo skin on it. But it's still gonna be Family Matters.
Yeah.
Chief comes up. Did I do that?
Did I do that?
It's just a recycled thing that they saw that already worked. Like just how like you run on TV, but like that doesn't create for like.
Okay. Oh, actually, it's number 2 on trending on YouTube at the time we're recording. It's almost at 3 million views and 41,000 likes. So it looks like it's doing good, even though we can't see dislikes anymore.
We can't see dislikes. All we know is that there's almost 3 million views and only 41,000 liked it. Okay, so let's see what the first guy says.
This was weird. I get
Billy
they're
Cobb.
doing a different timeline, but I would have much preferred a retelling of the trilogy. Shame
I
we'll
think that's-
never likely get that now. And is there really a human antagonist? Getting Death Note live action vibes.
See, that's basically we haven't looked at, but that's basically what we said throughout our the review. All right, let's go down. He goes, "What does one do
This guy's excited.
with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?" Gives him a cute AIO. What else does he say? Follow himself. All right, he doesn't. Okay. Honestly, I've been waiting for a Halo TV series since way back when I play Halo 2. I'm super excited. I mean, I'm super excited that they're making one too.
I am.
There, but I don't think this is
excited.
gonna give you a Halo 2 story. You know,
We're,
it's not
we're
gonna,
excited that there's a Halo TV show, but we're not excited for the Halo TV show, if that makes sense.
Here's a guy who says, as a filmmaker and a fan of Halo, I must say I see some pros and cons with this. The fight scenes look well choreographed. They did. Chief looks and sounds awesome. He looks awesome. He sounds okay. But I'm worried that the writing might fall flat. No,
That's what we were saying.
It's going to fall flat on its
Yeah.
face. It's going to be just generic preteen garbage. From this trailer alone, it seems like a lot had to change to make characters and overall scenes compelling. They were compelling without the overdramatic looks and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a huge understatement to say adapting a playable game to a watchable. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's, you're right.
Yeah, video games to other forms of entertainment have a rough history.
Yeah, because.
But also, I feel like what makes it work with Halo is even like when Bungie was designing the original trilogy, they wanted to have it presented like it was a movie. Like,
Yeah.
I just hope they do some fun stuff, some callbacks to the original games. Like overall, like that one guy in the
You know what's really missing here? The grunts. Do you think there's gonna be grunts?
yeah, there has to be.
Well, there's an AK-47.
And there's the Chevy Suburban.
Yeah, so. Guys, give us your thoughts on this. Gift22 and I just wanted to come to you. He was really upset about it. Maybe
I wasn't that
maybe
upset. You're really overdoing it.
I think he called me multiple times on it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was in my feelings. Let us know what you thought of the trailer. Are you excited for the Halo TV show? Does this meet your expectations, supersede them, or does it fall flat? Let us know all your thoughts on that in the comment section below.
Or is there not enough information to go off of?
Yeah.
Because they are just trailers, but
Let us know what what your general thoughts are on the Halo Paramount show right now, and it's coming out in March. I feel like we got to review a couple episodes.
ugh, means I have to watch. I really don't even want to watch it. So, like, I'm not excited to put this on my TV. I'm more excited for Cobra Kai.
Well, yeah, Cobra Kai is freaking great.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Let us know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Bye-bye.
Two Average Brothers out.